Oh, did that work? Oh my. Is this live? I'm live. Okay. Hello everybody. This is my first time doing a live stream, so please bear with me. Okay. Alrighty. That's fun. Okay. I'm just checking to make sure that it is indeed live. I mean, it looks like I am. Okay. I see it. I see it. That's pretty cool. I'll just give it some minutes, a few minutes while my blood pressure goes down a little bit, and hopefully I have somebody join, so I'm not just feeling alone. But welcome to my first live stream. Hopefully we'll have some fun adding some prints. I also took some of my spools off of my printer so I can show how to load it. I know a lot of people had questions about the top hat situation. It's not that big of a deal, but I know some people were concerned about it. Yeah, and let me tell some people about it. I don't know why I'm so nervous. There's nobody here. Ooh, so scared. Why? I'm so scared. I don't know. Oh, it's probably just me, right? I think. Hello. Is anybody there? Hello, world. I don't like that. I don't like that that shows my face. Maybe I should not put my picture on there. Okay. Okay, okay. We're live somehow. I don't know. I don't know. Can you hear me okay? This is an interactive this is an interaction. Okay. You know? What do you know? That it's awkward? Okay. Just gonna get cozy here. I don't think there's anybody here anyway besides you. keeping me company. Okay. Cute. Oh, I guess we'll check. See if we can see everything okay. The printer don't really need to see my face anyway. But yeah. Beautiful printer. And we got some new filament today also. The freebies that we get from Flashforge. So I'm excited. We're gonna get to open it together. I guess let me take a look what this is. So these are both PLAs. And there's some cool colors. I might need to turn on the overhead lights to show this a little bit better. But is the audio caught up? Or is it delayed? I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna assess putting the light on and see. It's just so cozy. And also I have bread in the oven. Whew. It smells delicious in here. Oh, this is not the kitchen, but I can smell it. Okay, here you go. You can see this better now. We'll open it properly. Yes, we have delicious bread in the oven, and it's starting to, you can hear the aroma wafting through. That's true. I'm not sure what is this. Chat rate? Oh, that's fair. I wonder if I'm showing up as if I'm still watching the chat. I mean, I guess I'm technically am. Oh, I think if I get out of my phone, then when it's gonna be lonely, it's just gonna be one person. Oh, we got 3 people. Oh, I don't know who's there. Okay. Welcome if you're actually a human. I got some filament to open. Oh, what's true is that you can't see my mouth, so you can't see if the timing is actually accurate or not. I need to. I don't know where I put. I misplaced my cute little blade that is safe. I should a little bit useless with sharp objects. Alright, so here's our first roll of filament. This is a high-speed PLA plus in ice blue. It's first number 1 from the freebies. It's pretty cute, pretty cute. It looks a little similar to this one from Sunlu, but they're different enough that it's still a nice little addition to the collection. Now I don't need to be stingy with my blue filament. You know what? I just realized I forgot to send the link to somebody. Hello. On the top, I just actually, can you hear me well when I'm all the way over there, or should I move? Not sure. Unsure. Okay, you can hear me? Because, yeah, it doesn't really... Okay. Doesn't really answer the question that well. Okay. Oh, this is a fun one. Okay, so this one is kind of like a metallic, it looks like. So it's a high-speed PLA multicolor. And it's like a nebula, they call it nebula, but you can see it kind of, I'll probably open it, but it's kind of, it's a little iridescent, kind of metallic. That's really cool. It's really nice. Yeah, it looks like it has like glitter of some kind in it. Very cool. Alright. some filament open. I guess we could load them up on the machine. I could show how to put the filament in. Yeah, we shall do that. And maybe I shall move my, I'm going to move this to the other side because I'm over there. Just blocking myself. There you go. Okay, scissors. We found the scissors. ASMR? I don't think so. Alright, look at that. I think you can see it a lot better now that it's out. Wait, this way. Can you see that? Look at that. It's really cool. Oh. It's really pretty. Okay. So I think I'm going to move the camera a little bit closer for this part. Where is my filament cutter? Oh, I put it all the way over there. 1 second. Okay. So I'm just going to cut the little tip that it's bent out of shape. For me in the packaging, cut the tip at a little bit of an angle. There. Ouch. I really need to trim my nails. They are out of control. Okay, I want to get over here close. There you go. And we're just gonna put it in. Roll facing this way. Put it in there. And then over here. There you go. And then you can just start sliding it in because it's a little bit bent still. I might need to do a little bit more of a trim, but there we go. Okay, we're in. Ready? There we go. Okay, I might need to do a different angle. 1 second. Let me. I'm going to trim a little bit more. I didn't like that. Just gonna trim. Very that much. There you go. 10th number, however many attempts that was. There you go. So you can see the filament is just going up. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's just sliding in over there. And when you actually have 2 hands on you can do this in one go, but it's hit the end over there. And then I'm going to open the door, and the door over here, and then I can go in there. I put it on head once, and it's going to pick it up. You can just grab it, and then you hold this down, the side. You hold it down, you slide it in a little bit more, and then you push it in. And you should hear kind of like a click situation go in there. And now it's stuck. Sometimes I'm still getting the hang of it. It's not hard. It just takes a few tries sometimes to make sure that it caught on very well. But there you go. That's it now. And then the machine recognizes there's a filament in there. And then I can go in here, edit, put PLA, put the purple color. Let me see if there's actually like a fancy PLA version. I only see the basic PLA, so there's going to be basic PLA color. Okay, cool. And then we can put load. It's going to do the little bird sequence over here. And you can enjoy that. Look at that. Look at it go. And while that's doing that, I'm lifting up. I can just show this really quick. So I printed this. I can post a link at some point. but the guy from the next layer made this little purge pen. It uses some magnets over here, and it's a little tiny little thing, but it actually does help quite a bit. Just like catch the filament, and then like they turn into little balls, kind of like the other printers do. So that's a fun time. There you go. So it's just going to do its sequence. So there's no need to take the top hat off or anything like that. You can just go in, reach in, grab it, no problem. That's fun. Is it grabbing? Okay, I don't know if you can see, so it's purging right there. Can you see that? I'll pull it out when it's done. And I would recommend letting that cool, and also probably would recommend printing that little bit in like a material that you don't use very often. Maybe you definitely want to let it cool. There's some people I've seen line the little trays with like aluminum foil to keep things from sticking. I haven't really had it stick so far, but it was a really quick print. It didn't barely use any filament, so I don't mind having to print it again if now it gets messed up or anything like that. Okay, so now it's done with the purge situation. I was asking if the filament was extruded. It was, so we're all good. And then we can just move on and do the next little bits. I'm going to pull the purge bin so we can take a look. Alright, here you go, look at that. Just in there. With a little friend. Okay. So I had some gray filament in there from my last print. There you go. It's a cool color. It's very unicorny. I don't know if it's gonna. Here you go. Hey. Fun. Okay. So it's gonna go back in there. Okay. Anyone won't have any suggestions of colors that we can select to print? You need to put, maybe we don't need to put, but we can put 3 more colors in. Here, should we open the blue? We'll open the blue that came in, the free blue from Flashforge. Okay, and then the green, I guess. What kind of green? Dark green. I have a lot of green. I have a very fun bright green. I don't know what I can print with this right now, but look at that. It's almost, it looks yellow on the camera a little bit. This is like one of those like grass green colors. Fun time. I have a lot of other greens too. If anyone has any interest in seeing a multi-material print, we could print something with PTG, and you also have that. Okay. I don't know if you guys need to see that, but here, process of loading the filament again. Just slide that in. So it hits the end of the tube. You can feel it go in, and you can also see it from the screen, from the thing. And then when you get in there, if in this case the thing is right in the middle, you can usually just pull it out of the way. But I guess I shall put load. I can't just grab it from there. It's a little bit harder. I could have grabbed it from the back, from the top, I guess, in this case. Okay. Alright. It doesn't necessarily grab super hard, so you have to. Don't pull back too hard on there, but. Yeah. There you go. She's in. Selecting the color. We're going to load. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. I'm hoping that in the future they will update the firmware so we can so we can load all the tool heads at once. Shouldn't be too much of an adventure to make that happen. So save a little bit of time. That's like for people that want to have the printers to kind of 3D printing farm. Oh, my bread is ready. Okay, I'm going to have to go grab it in a second. Okay, I'm just going to do the spool number 2 right here. So same kind of situation. Grab it from the bottom over here. Gonna guide it up the middle. I might need to cut it a little bit more because, oh no, never mind. It went in, so you can kind of see it climbing up in there, inchworming up. You also don't even need to do that. Like if you make sure that it's grabbed by the tool, you don't have to do the loading thing necessarily, but it does. It is nice too. Obviously, you don't have to be messing around with it later. Especially earlier I did that and I didn't do the loading process for a white PLA on top of after a red PLA filament. So that definitely would not have worked out well if I wanted to have a pristine white print. What other color should we put in? We have white, blue, another blue, I guess green next. Okay, what do we think of that green? Would that be fun? I think that's fun. Okay, we'll do this green. Okay, here we go. We're gonna put that in. 1, 2, 3. Slide in. Okay, it's at the end there, so now we're just gonna grab the tool head. This is number 3. And yes, it might be a little bit fiddly doing it this way, especially with the bed right up there. It's really not that much of a hassle. And the top hat is not. It's not easy to remove the top hat. It's just basically just kind of just clips that in there, and it doesn't really. It's not locked or anything like that, so it's not really hard to remove it. So if you wanted to, just take that off and do it from the top, you can. But I'm a little bit scared of dropping this thing because it's a little wobbly. I don't know. I don't trust it to be jostled around. There we go. So now we have. Okay, so we have 2 is the blue color. We'll do that color. No, we'll do this one. And then 3 is the green. That's a PLA. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. We loaded. You can see the loader over here. We loaded the white, and you can see over here. This is what was left in the tool head before from the last filament, and then on top of that, and there's the blue bit. Changing them out is pretty easy actually, because you just cut the filament and you can move on with your life and just put the new spool in when you're ready. Okay, so we're just gonna load that. All done. That part. And this is also quick now that we did the first one. I think it gets a little bit faster for the other 2 heads. The first one always takes a little bit of time. Just gonna tighten a little bit while we're at this. Okay, let's put that in there. There you go. There you go. I guess we had white on that head beforehand. You can see it edge in there. Okay, so the blue coming up. It's making a big old pile in there, so that's fun. Alrighty, we extruded. Now we can allow the thing. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to go grab my bread.
Over here.
First I'm going to show off my breads.
This loaf's coming through. This loaf is following those loaves.
Oh yeah, my loaf is following the other loaf.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Alright. I'm back. Filament has been extruded. We're all good to go. And I also have two beautiful, delicious loaves of bread ready. Because the name of the channel is not here's my other hobby for no reason. Look at these guys. Ooh, they're very hot. But maybe I can show them. Tilt the camera down a little bit. Okay, there we go. These loaves. Whoa. And then there's another loaf, but that's not a non-edible loaf on the ground. He loves bread. My bread specifically. Okay, I'm just gonna go put these back real quick. Set these down here. I have a table right here. Beautiful. They can cool off there and entice them with their delicious aroma. Cool. Let's take a look at all the little purges that we got. So we have a lot of green, black, and then blue. Two little lump, and it didn't stick to the tray. So, but it is a very small tray, so it's pretty. It gets full pretty quickly. But at least it's not just falling and sitting at the bottom of the printer. I'm just gonna empty this out. I didn't want to waste filament also if I didn't like how this worked, so I'm glad I didn't. But okay, I don't know if I should leave the door open or close. When you close it, you're just gonna see a bunch of reflection in there. But oh well. Okay, let's set this back up where we were beforehand. There we go. So shall we take a look at ideas of prints that I have for today? we can get something ready in there, and then if anybody's actually watching this, you can enjoy in the background, or you can take your leave once you're bored, which I imagine won't take long. But let's do this. And I want to move these things away. 1 second. Shall we? Never, it smells so good. Sourdough, delicious, yummy. I'm very happy with how they turned out so far. I was struggling for a bit with the flour. I got a 50-pound bag of flour, and of course, after I get the 50-pound bag of flour, for some reason my breads are not turning out the same way as they were before. So that's been fun. But I've sorted out at this point. I think I've realized that I just need to use less water, because I guess the protein content level of the flour that I was using before, even though it's the same brand and supposed to be the same specification specs, for some reason was behaving differently. So yeah, if anybody's interested or wants some starter, I can hook you up, or if you just want some recipes or anything like that, always happy to share the joy of the sourdough. Okay, let me see, I don't know how to, I can attempt and do my screen. Let me see, screen capture somewhere. Video capture, display capture, window capture, do display capture. Okay, that's the, okay. Need to move this away. That's funny. You can see everything that I'm doing. Fun. Okay. Why not? Okay. That makes sense. I don't know if I'll figure that out some other point. And so I saved some of our little friends over here. I had an idea for a very basic thing, a very basic print. Is a little box opener situation, and then the other one is a headphone stand, like not a headphone, a phone stand that lets you, and I hope you can see my screen. Can you? Yes, you can. Okay. I'm just editing the filaments. I have the nebula on the first one. I'll put the purple color there, and let's see if we have, I'll just put generic high-speed PLA. I don't know if there's a metallic high-speed PLA. PLA Galaxy, there you go. I think that's what that one was. I think it's a Galaxy. Okay, and then it's a sky blue color. And then just a generic, well, I guess it is also a Flashforge, but that was a high speed. And then this might actually be white. Let me confirm. 4 is white. Okay, so 4 is white. And then, okay, so this is supposed to be, I don't know if I can, okay. 4 is white, 3 is Soma map, and it's the green. Just do that green. 4 is white. A logo PLA. Dun, dun, dun. I think it's PLA plus, pretty sure. Doesn't really matter. Earlier I printed a few headset mounts for my office, I work with a bunch of engineers, and we have headsets and stuff like that, and I just made some mounts for their headsets, and those were like the nicest looking headset mounts I've ever printed. I've printed a bunch of them on what was it called? On an Ender 3. And that's definitely, it's a big difference. Big difference. Okay, this was the blue Flashforge. There you go. It turned out really fun. Okay, so we have our filaments in here now, and let me see if I can add yeah, that too, but I don't really care about that. I wanted to, I wanted to show. Oh, I can do that later. I want to show the prints, unlike the headset mounts, and then I can show also the little other things that I printed, like this open grid panel that I'm very happy with. Actually, I'm very happy with how it turned out. So I can show those in a little bit. But first, we shall get a printer going, finally. I've been wanting to use this printer all day, and I knew that I was going to be streaming, so I didn't want to start something that was going to take forever, and then I would be stuck not being able to use it. Okay, so I think I want to print it in the fun, colorful PLA thing. So I'm just gonna do this. Let's do 3 walls. You know, why not? And yeah, just the regular settings. So very basic settings. I didn't do any tuning of these. Just grabbed whatever was in there. And it's kind of wild how quickly things are doing. And this is only going to take 10 minutes. So we should see, well, 12 minutes or whatever. So we should see how it looks very quickly. Okay. Then mold error. Do I need to turn it off? I might. Did it go? Okay, I need to change the setting on my printer real quick. I was testing taking it off of land mode earlier, and I believe that didn't work out. It's fine. It's fine. There's nobody here. Okay, should be good now. Let's go. There we go. I'm gonna do a time lapse because I don't want to do a leveling before print. So we shall attempt it. There you go. The leveling sequence adds a bit of time to it. I think it definitely should be important if you're planning on making a very long print, so you don't risk having issues. But this is gonna be 10 minutes. If it doesn't turn out, I can cancel it or print again. It's 5 grams of filament. We'll be fine. Okay, so I guess we can start a new thing. I'll just save this little thing. Kind of want to make a. I kind of want to make another butterfly, but I don't really have. This is what I mean. I guess we could print it with the. We'll see how that turns out on the thing. Maybe I might make a butterfly that has the fun filament, and I could use the white and the blue, the light blue. That could be fun. Okay, let's load the little speakers that I'm printing for my husband. Okay. So many questions are asked of me. Oh, this looks so cool on the bed. It looks like some kind of sculpture. It's pretty fun. Okay, let's switch back to my printer, please. Thank you very much. Oh, and I guess I should since we did send the print, and people watching this probably want to see the printer do things, let's go show the actual printer doing things. And I guess I can do the display capture. I can do this. I guess I can do this, but make it smaller. Yeah, there we go. I'll put this on the corner there. Top. Yeah, we'll do it on the top. I don't know. So you can see the printer. Go close up. And we'll open the door. You don't have to. It has ventilation. That it does even if for PLA. So it's fine. It doesn't need the door open, but there you go. And while you guys watch that happen, and I think it's doing a little bit of a purge over there in that corner. Nothing new, nothing we haven't seen before. Okay. So I'm thinking, I don't know if he has any opinions on this, but I'm thinking we can make a white and blue maybe. That could be fun. Or we can do this. This is going to be the fancy metallic filament and then the light blue color. I think it could be fun to do also the neon green and, well, it's not neon, but like the bright green and the blue. Could look very nice. I think we have plenty of options over here. Would you like to opine? Let me know what you want. What would you like? What would you like? No preferences? I'm just going to do whatever. Okay. Alright, we got our little line in there.
Making a butterfly?
No, I'm printing the phone speakers.
Oh, blue.
Yes, do you want the blue,
Black.
the light?
Blue
I don't have
black.
black.
What?
I don't have black loaded. I can load it, but it would be a pain in my butt.
Okay, what other kinds of what do you got?
We have a neon green.
Okay.
It's not neon, it's like the chartreuse green color.
Okay.
We have the metallic.
Metallic what?
The metallic blue / purple color.
Okay, that.
So we have, okay, so this is the green.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's a nice color.
Okay, with the blue, you think I would go with the blue?
Yeah, so there's a light blue.
Okay.
That would definitely go with this.
Okay.
There's a white.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is a blue.
Okay. So that and green?
Yeah, so it could be that and green.
Okay, that's good.
Or any of those colors in white. And then this is the metallic color.
So too many choices.
And it looks a little purple because it's printing right now.
Purple looks good too.
It's a purplish color.
I don't know, you choose. Not white.
Not white.
Yeah, I think any
Okay.
other combination for that white.
Any combination besides white.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the green, so I'm tempted to just use the green.
Alright, do the green.
Okay. Do you have attempted? You want most of it to be blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's remap. There you go. But oh, that's silly. Silly me. Okay. And I'm very tempted to put something else in here to purge into object. So maybe, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to put where was the I'm going to put add an object and purge to object. I'm going to add the little waste bin thing. I think this is not the one that I wanted. I think it's a different one that I used. Purge bucket 3MF. I think this is it. Yeah. Okay. So we can purge into this instead. It'd be fun to. There you go. Flush into this object. I shall delete. Where is it? And now it's a prime tower. There you go. No prime tower. We're gonna flush into this thing. Can you tell them this is the first time I've done this? I think I should be able to just delete the prime tower and then flush into objects, I think. But that option disappeared. So I'm concerned. Hit points and turn over. Maximum bridging, purge tower, ring spacing, wall type, outer layers, outer walls. Purge objects info. Where is my lovely, lovely option to flush to object? That's what I want to know. Okay, I'm going to flushing isn't quite that though. No. Okay, we'll see how that goes. I don't really care either way. So let's attempt slicing it and see if it's making that an actual thing. How are we doing over there? Pretty good. Pretty good. My computer's struggling, slicing and streaming at the same time. She moves fast. Speed. I don't know if this is lagging behind in the video too, or is it just me? I don't know. It looks fine on my camera. So hopefully it's fine for you guys. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, so it did a... Okay. So it's going to attempt to also do a little perch tower, but it's going to be a smaller perch tower. And then it's going to do stuff on the thing. I wonder if I can just take it off. Or what I can do with that, but... I mean, it's not bad. We'll just do this. We shall see how it looks. I'm just gonna save it. And then once that print finishes. Oh. Did it get better now? Or is it still lagging? I should change the name of the live to say what we're doing instead of just having it be it has me as people in blogs, which I guess it's accurate. Okay, so it's because I was slicing and streaming at the same time. Okay, maybe I can try a different object then. Let's try something else. Interesting. Okay. We can try... That's a cool one. An open grid insert tool. I definitely don't need it to be a color. Okay. It's very tiny. It's not gonna do anything. Okay, what else? We can... I don't remember what that is. Brick body. No, that was a silly thing. I don't remember what that was. Yeah, not sure. Not sure what I can make that to use up the extra filament from that. Table straws could be fun. It's gonna be a weird table straws. Oh. Yeah, it's not gonna. But I should do that at some point. Alright, let's just, it should be pretty minimal perch tower, let's be fair, because it's doing one change in layers, so it's fine. I don't know what that means. We'll find out. Welcome to the lag again. Okay, we are lagging. Okay, it's almost done. Both the print and the slicing. Conflicts paths have been found. Separate conflicted objects further. Do I have conflicted with what? Show me. Is this too close? Oh, there's something in here. Oh. That explains why I had purple still left over. It's annoying. We're almost done printing the little kind of like a letter opener, package opener little thing, and then we're going to have the speakers set up. So that's fun. Meanwhile, my sourdough bread is cooling behind me and killing me, torturing me with this delicious fragrances. Alrighty. Look at that, perfect timing. Just finished this and just finished that. There we go. Oh, look at that, making music from singing to me. Alrighty. So, singing it took 15 minutes. So that's fine. Okay. So, let me pull this back a little bit. There you go. You can see that looks pretty cool. That's pretty cool looking filament. Yeah. Take the little pieces off. Just kind of slide that out. A little bit more. There we go. Look at that. A box opener. Fun. Fun times. So now we shall send the other one, the speakers. That'll be fun time. Let's do it. Sending now. I believe this is accurate. I'm just going to confirm. I would like to have accurate colors. Okay. Beautiful. This is what we're doing right now. Just gonna upload and print. Guess I don't need a time lapse this time. There you go. Let's send it. I believe it's set. There we go. Just gonna get started now. There's a little weird quirk, it sounds like. I haven't had that happen yet because I am fiddling with it all the time right now. But it looks like there's a quirk that if you don't click on continue or like OK after the print is done, if you try to send something else, it won't work. So that's interesting. This print came out really good. I'm very happy. And it feels sharp enough that it could definitely open a box or packaging. That's fun. Very nice. Oh, I guess in the meantime I can, while that's doing its thing, I can show you the little prints that I've made so far. I might need to make them. There you go. Make things a little bit bigger. Over here. Hello. We'll do this. We'll go here in the bottom. Yeah, there's nothing going on in the bottom. We're okay. Alright, so this is the last print that I've done before this one that you guys saw. This was a like open grid board. It took about like an hour and 40 something minutes, about 2 hours to make, but it turned out great. And it was like just with the standard settings. I didn't really tweak anything. It was just 3 walls, and that's pretty much the only thing that I've been changing whenever I do stuff right now, because I'm just trying to see how the quality is as is without tweaking. And I gotta say, the printer is very well calibrated, because my experience is only with an Ender 3, but if you know, you know, I guess. Let me go grab I'm going to go grab the other prints. Okay, I'm back. I've returned good gifts, but not really. So this is the first print that I've made on the printer, and it came out a little rough. It could have done better, but I don't know if this camera is not as good as the other one. Hopefully you can see the details on there, like the texture. I might show it on the other one. I guess I can try. On this one. That's in here. Okay, here you go. You can see the texture a little bit on that. Alright, so it's a little rough. But it's still decent. Still definitely pretty good. And then this is the second print. And this one definitely came out better. I changed the settings. The only setting that I changed is I just changed the filament default. I just used the generic PLA setting. And I also did change the layer height on this was 0.12. The other one was just a classic 2.0. And the printer's just doing little hoops right now, so you're not really missing much. And that's those. And then I printed a plate of 9 of these. These are like just little headset mounts, but that turned out pretty good. The sock also turned out really good. And then I was just really impressed with this. The finish on these, the layers on these are very good. At least to me, it looks really good. I had one of these that lifted a little bit in the corner. It didn't fail at all. It kept going no matter what. But because of that, it has like a little bit of a line, like I think it was called VFTs or something like that. It's like when you have the little line. I could see a little bit of a line on that one, but all of the other ones came out pretty much perfect. Pretty happy with that. And then our little poop bucket's getting a little full there. So I might need to print a bigger one. But so far, it's okay. There you go. Let's starting. Look at it go. It's still a little scary sometimes how fast it moves for a noob like me. Oh, it's still purging more. I thought that it was actually going to print now. Oh well. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Fun times. So gentle now. You would think it's the most peaceful thing on earth. And then she just starts going crazy. Just over here in the background, I guess. I'm going to load a little fun project that I want to do later. But I think that I forgot to check how long this is actually gonna take. Let me see how long this print is gonna. It might be a while. We might need to finish the stream soon. Okay, so this is going to take 3 hours and 41 minutes for these speakers. I mean, speaker amp, phone amp situation, whatever you want to call that. But that should be worth it. Should be fun. I'm going to just prepare this other print. It's that's weird. Oh, it's because it's making different sizes. Okay. Time to get my calipers out. So this other print that I'm going to prepare, it's for when you decide that you want to lay down in bed, but also have your phone with you, and the angles, you know, like when you're on the pillow, the angles are a little bit weird. So this promises to help you with help solve that problem. So it should be a fun print. Okay, 10.7, so 11, I would say. 11 millimeters. Okay, we have an 11, so it sounds like that's probably the one. I'm gonna close these other ones. Okay. Okay, I don't know if I love that. I could just select them all, but okay. Extruder. Oh, this thing. I definitely don't want that. I want this. Okay, and I do want it in my color. I really like that the green filament. It's just so good. Okay. I wonder how long that will take. Okay, we'll see. But yeah, like, I definitely don't want that layer. I'm not that particular about how it finishes. I need it to be. Do I want to do 3 loops? Let's just leave it as is, and we'll see how that turns out. Oh, and the bread is looking amazing. I'm just gonna. Is it? Okay, it's cool enough. I'm gonna go grab my towels so I can do it. Okay, so the phone stand thing will only take 1 hour and 19 minutes. I should have done that before, but this is fun because it's a multicolor. The other one didn't have any colors. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my little cloth things, the towels, flower towels, so I can grab the bread and show you the bread also meanwhile. So you're getting a 2 for 1. Anyway, here's my new hobby. So number one, we have misshapen, but she looks beautiful still, and she's going to be very yummy. But she's a little lumpy. You know, it happens to the best of us. But here she is. Wow. Wow. Let's see, can I? Oh, look at that. Horrible video quality, but there you go. Look at this beauty. That's number one. Lady number one. This is loaf number two. Look at her. Oh, when I actually uncover it, look at her. Beautiful. Yeah, should be yummy. I'm very happy that they're turning out okay again. I wasn't sure if it was ever going to be a thing anymore, but luckily. Okay, back to what it's interesting. What we're here for, right? It's the printer. Next time I do something like this, maybe I should have some knitting going at the same time. I don't know. Anyone interested in doing a little stitching session together? That could be fun. Also, I would love suggestions of either prints or suggestions of materials to try. I do want to try different materials, especially TPU. TPU I'm very excited to try, but I haven't bought any filament yet. And also looking forward to trying different prints and things like that. I definitely want to do a nylon print. There's a sewing machine that I need a replacement part for, and they recommend that you print it in nylon, but I haven't been able to do that until now. So that should be a fun project one time. At some point I'll hopefully post about it and we can join that adventure together. Am I? Okay. But that should be a fun project. It's an Elna grasshopper machine. For anybody that's into vintage sewing machines, and yeah, I need to replace the pulley, I think it was called. It's been a while since I messed around with that, so I don't remember all the terms correctly necessarily, but I need to print that part, and then I need to procure something like a reamer of some kind to like make sure I get the hole correct, and then a pin so I can replace that part in there, and then it should work like brand new, and it should be pretty cool. It's a pretty cool machine. It's I think from the 60s, and they had these cams, like little discs that you put in the machine, and like it makes specific stitches, so it's fun. It's kind of like one of the first home machines that like had features like that. There's like some cool ones out there. I was very into sewing machines for a while. I still enjoy them, just not as intensely, though my sewing machine collection would say otherwise. But they're fun. Okay. That would be fun. So if anybody's into sewing, I am looking forward to making some sewing projects this summer too. I usually try for Memorial Day, usually the long weekend, any long weekend really, I try to make some dresses if I can. I was not able to do that this past Memorial Day, So I'm hoping that for 4th of July, I'll be able to get at least one dress in. So that should be fun. Yeah, lots of things coming up the pipeline. A lot of fun projects. I want to learn. I am learning modeling, 3D modeling, and I mean CAD design, I guess technically, because I've done modeling before, but not CAD. So I'm learning how to do that now. And in the future, I would like to put together or like design some lamps, like a flower lamp. That could be fun. And it would be even more fun if it was like articulated, like like the gooseneck lamps. That's kind of what I thought of when I initially thought of the idea. I don't know how that will work exactly, but definitely excited to try and figure something out. I am going to change the angle of the camera for the picture because you can see a little bit of fun stuff in there now. Should we do it from there? That's fine. That's when I have to change the... She's loud. I guess if I have any complaints about the machine so far, it's a little loud. But I think that's to be expected considering it's massive and has I don't know how many fans, so it makes sense. But when it gets going and with the fans and everything, it's a little loud if you're sitting right next to it as I am. And once you close the door and you're like in a different, like you move away, it's not that bad. But would not recommend in an area you're going to spend a lot of your time in probably. This one, she might move into the basement at some point. Yeah. So I guess we'll maybe stay. I don't know. It might be time to finish the stream. For now, at least. I shall see you guys at some other time. How long have I been going for? I don't even know. Okay, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay. That's a movie. That's a feature. I'm also thirsty. Alrighty folks, I think this is going to be the end of this live stream for today. I don't think there were that many people here, but whoever did stop by, thank you for coming by. If you found any use, please give a like. I don't know. I think this was just a good practice. So, just happy to get started, I guess. I shall see you guys some other time. And anyway, this is my new hobby. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.